So we have discussed about while, do while. Okay. So the major difference between while and do while is you cannot execute a single iteration also using the while without satisfying the condition. Okay, but with a do while you can execute the do statement, do block only for once without condition checking. Okay, from the second time the execution of do depends on the condition, but for the first time it will execute. Okay, whether the result the condition is either true or it may be the false. So regardless of condition, the do will perform for the first time. Let's start with for loop. So what's exactly happening with while loop? Initialization will go first, right? How to initialize, then we have to write the while with condition. Yeah. Insert this. Again we have to increment. So this is what happens. So initializing, condition checking, incrementation happens in 3 different places. But for loop, initialize will go here, semicolon. There itself we are going to have the condition. Again semicolon, incrementation. Okay. For example, integer I equal to 0. I less than 10. I plus plus. Okay, this is the loop. So this out I. So now we can display the numbers from 0 to 9 because it is less than 10, right? So when I 10 means you can also display the 10. So where the initialization, condition checking, implementation happens in the same line. Okay? Single statement, everything will be done. Okay, so this loop is very user friendly. Most of the programmers will go for loops only when if they want to make a loop. Okay, because of the feasibility. Okay, very easy to define all the things in one line. You need to have the initialization there on the top, condition checking, and again internal implementation. Fine. Yes. Now, what is the difference between this for and while? Just see output again. Okay, 0 to 9. Now, the difference between for and while. When to use the for and when to use the while. Okay. J equal to 0. So this is for J loop. I mean, okay. Is it fine now? Anbu? Hello? Yeah, little better. Just like this. Ah. Yeah, now? Is it fine? Yeah. Switch off my fan. Okay. Sure, sure. Then now J less than 10. Okay. The same thing. What just I'm doing with the for loop, I'd like to do with the while loop also. Yes. Here the out J. Display the J. So just want to make a comment here to display on the console to separate the for loop statements and as well as the while loop statements. Okay. So again, what is required here? You have to provide the J++. Without J++, the loop will go unlimited. Okay, unlimited. Sometimes it can go unlimited if you don't have this. See, the 0 always less than 10. So the loop will never stop if you don't have any increment. Okay, it will keep on iterating. So this will make you the unlimited. So always be careful about the unlimited loops. Then come for loop, stop, and this is come while loop. But still, what is the difference? So you can make this increment at any time, at any place in the while loop. Okay, so not only at the last, even if you want to increment this before that, you can just increment. Yeah. So is there any difference in the output from the for and while? Yes. Actually, it starts from 0 to 9, but the while starts from 1 to 10 because of this j++. I can replace the incrementation in any position in the while block. But what exactly happening with the for loop? So when while loop starts execution, first it increments the j, then it prints the j. Again go for the j condition check. Okay, first incrementation happens, then it is going to be printing some value. But with the for, when this will happen only once in an execution. Okay, initialization happens only once in iteration. So in all the complete, okay, the cycle. Okay, so for the first cycle only it will happen just for initialize the values. Next 0 less than 10 condition checking. This will happen every time. Every iteration, the for loop will just check it with this condition. Next, so just show some value. So after printing this value, it will go for the I++. So I cannot make the I++ before this or after this like that. What I am able to do in the while loop. Okay. So what I would like to say is the adjustment can be done as you wish in the while loop. However you want to make the adjustment of the number, increment or decrement, whatever it is. So you can have it at the position where you wish to have it. But for the for loop, you have to follow the same. Is that there is an order for the for loop? Okay. So for the first iteration, it just initialize, then check to the condition, and from the second iteration, it increments, then condition checking. Okay. So after the first iteration, every time it will go for the adjustment. Okay. Every time it will go for adjustment, then check the better value with the condition. So that is what happening with the. Okay. So that's your wish, like how to choose and which loop is suitable, best suitable for your program. So when if you'd like to modify the adjustment value, would you like to customize that? Yes, from the normal flow of execution, normal flow of iteration. If you'd like to customize this, better to go with the while loop. Okay. So rather than
Okay, Kalyan.
yeah.
I can always use ++I to increment I at the first time.
Okay.
So if I use ++I here instead of I++, I will be incremented at the first time and it will be 1, like the while loop. Not J.
Okay.
I. Yeah.
Here you have to. We'd like to have it.
No. I'm saying you've written for and then int I equal to 0, I less than 10,
Fine.
I++. Instead of I++, if I write ++I, yeah, this will increment the I at the first time. So I will not be 0, I will be 1,
Yes.
which is similar to the while loop.
Yeah.
So if I want to do the adjustment in the for loop,
see the output is same.
no, output should be 1 because
No, it should not be 1. See, for the first time the 0 compares with the 10. It will not go for the increment. So that's what I'm saying. With the first iteration, initialization, then condition checking, it will comes to the if the condition part comes to the state.
Only first two parts are checked,
for the
not the third part.
So when it starts, so when the execution starts, it just goes with the installation, then condition checking, but not with the implementation.
Okay.
Okay. So implementation happens only after the while.
Okay. Yeah.
So after
So,
it increments,
so
then
once the
compares with
loop,
condition.
so once the loop runs once, it only checks the condition and increment,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Still an issue? Are you sure, Manpreet? Yeah. So let's do a program. So I'd like to print a pattern. So I would like to start So now I just want to do this pattern. So this is a multi-line comment. I think you are aware about this multi-line comment. This is a multi-line comment. So just think of this triangle. This is a right angle triangle, right? So which is made up of only the star. I would like to display this pattern now. Okay, so let's analyze the logic. See how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. First row 1 star, second row 2 stars, third row 3 stars, fourth row 4 stars. Exactly. So in every row we have I number of stars. We consider I equal to 1 in the first row. How to display I 1 star. If I increments to 2, you need to display 2 stars. If I increments to 3, you need to display 3 stars. That's very easy. But the problem is how much space you need to left here. You have to leave some space here. Okay. So after leave, how many spaces? 1, 2, 3. Okay. You have to leave 3 spaces. Then you need to start the first star. Then you need to leave 2 spaces. Then you have to display the 2 stars. Leave 1 space with 3 stars. No space with 4 stars. Finally, here you need 3 loops. Okay. 3 loops are required. Okay. So the first one, use it to switch from row to another. Okay. So one master loop is required. So that which makes you to move from first row to second row to third row, third row to fourth row. But in every row, okay, first inner loop, okay, first inner loop, use it to calculate the spaces, right? Use it to calculate the spaces. Then second inner loop, to display. Okay, 3 loops are required. Yeah, let's start writing the program. Then equal to write that to have 4 rows. Plus when equal to 4. Transfer int I equal to. So I is a array. Consider it as an external array, outer array. So start from 1, I less than or equal to n. Now you are able to navigate, you are able to iterate this for loop for 4 times, so that we will be getting the 4 rows. Now an internal array is required. Okay, so the internal array, let it be j. Now, so the first internal array is used to calculate the spaces, and you have to leave that. Okay. So you need to fill the spaces. Automatically the star will go to the last position. Okay. So now how to leave the spaces? How can we get the 3? So when if you are in the first row, you have to leave 3 spaces. Second row 2 spaces. Third row 1 space. So stars are incrementing, spaces are decrementing. How can you decrement the spaces? How can you increment the stars? So you can increment the stars. You can display the stars with another loop, k loop. But the j loop here is used to leave the spaces. Okay, so how can I get that now? When I say n minus I, yes, j equal to n minus I, okay,
Yes.
yes, or else j equal to 1,
Okay.
j less than or equal to n minus I. Yes, of course, I can say. So when if you have, when if you like to write, I'll give one more logic also. First, int j equal to n minus I, exactly, and now. So what should be the condition? J,
Greater than or
yes,
equal to 0. So 1. Oh, yeah.
1. Okay.
Right.
J plus plus or minus minus?
J minus
Yes,
minus.
because the j is been assigned to the highest value.
Right.
Yeah, you are comparing with the lowest value. Okay, so the j should be always greater than 1. So when if it is less than 1, you need to terminate that. So when if you want to move from highest to lowest value, so you have to decrement that with j minus minus. So this is one logic, and this is two logic. Okay, so fine. Now let's leave the space. Don't go with the println method. Just go with print method with a white space. Okay. So that in the first iteration you are leaving 3 spaces. So I equal to 1. So n equal to 4. Okay. 4 minus 1, 3. So 1 less than or equal to 3. True. Next j plus plus. 2 less than or equal to 3. True. Next j plus plus. 3 less than or equal to 3. True. How many times the for here this loop will be true? 3 times in the first iteration. So when I is in second row, when I is in second row, that means when I is equal to 2, so 4 minus 2, 2. So how many times the condition will be true here? 1 less than or equal to 2, 2 less than or equal to 2, but not 3 less than or equal to 2. It's fair. Okay. So first in the first iteration I have the 3 stars, so, sorry, 3 spaces. Second iteration 2 spaces. Okay. So whatever it is, the state this printing statement is going to be repeated for multiple times. So how many times we have to repeat this? We have to mention. Okay, you have to write a logic. So that's what I'm doing. Got it? Now let's go with the stars. How many stars we want to display now? I number of stars. Right? I can say k equal to I. Yeah. K greater than or equal to 1 and k minus 1. This is one logic. And for int k equal to 1, k less than or equal to I. Yes, k less than or equal to I and k plus. So this is one logic. So don't go with the println because the stars should be preceded by the spaces. I mean the spaces should be followed by the stars. So the space and star should be happen within the same line, the same row. Okay, that's why I don't want to break that line with the println statement. Okay, let's have a star here. Now, after breaking this star loop, the controller will come out from the K. Whenever it come out from the K loop, just break the line because it is going for I plus plus. If it is I plus plus means it will be going for the next. So before going to the next row, you need to terminate the control, so which is at the line. Okay, so this is what is to break that line. Just a simple print line without any state. Okay, if you want to have some spaces, you can. Wait. Okay. So the same program is to make a triangle when if we have a single white space. Okay, but when if we have a double white space, it will be right angle. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Now, now we'll write a program so that which is to make a loop of yeah. I want to display alphabets from A to Z. Okay, with a single loop. Can you guess the code?
Yes. Use the ASCII value.
Yeah, alphabets.
Are you going to use the ASCII value? Right.
Exactly. Of course, we can have the ASCII value.
Okay.
But there is an alternate way to capture it. So most of the people are aware about that for loop is to iterate the numbers, but the for loop is also used to iterate the character. Okay. Now ch less than or equal to z and ch plus works without any issue, but most of the people don't know that is going to be work. So not only the numbers, not only the integers, you can also iterate the character. Don't expect string guys, okay? So that's not possible. That's hypothetical. So we can. It is possible. It is possible to iterate the character. See, A to Z. Okay. Would you like to display capital letters? Capital A, capital A. Okay. Would you like to display all? Starts from capital A. So that is going to be ending at small z. Can you guess what just happening here?
It's printing all the values.
Yes. Actually,
That's
the
given.
capital A starts at 55.
Yeah.
The small z ends at like I think 118 or 117. Okay, so the capital Z ends at the 92, ASCII value 91 or 91, exactly 91. Again, the small letter starts at 97. So in between 91 and 97, so it starts at 65 and ends at some 119 or 117. Okay, in between there are some special characters between the capital Z and the small a. So those characters are also considered. So observe those. Yeah, see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. Okay, sorry, 6 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. So the capital Z ends at 91 position, and the small a starts at 97. So the difference is 6. So these are the 6 different special characters between the capital Z and small a. So what just internally JVM is doing is JVM just converts this character into integers. Okay? Internally, it makes internal conversion. So it's going to be working out with the actually the ASCII value behind the screen, and again let you to the again will return the characters to the output console. Any issues here?
No. That you mentioned, that day you showed us how to print ASCII value.
Yes, we can also print that. You want to
How do you
ASCII?
print it?
Oh, you want to print ASCII, right?
And oh,
Okay.
okay. Just mention it.
Yes, capital Z.
Okay. Yeah, right.
65 to 90 exactly. Okay.
Right.
Small a. Small z. I think small a starts at 97. Yeah, 97, and it goes till 122. So that small z is 122. ASCII value of small. Manpreet? Yeah. Any issues? Again, we'll meet you on your floor of your mind.
Okay.
Evening.
I have few doubts.
Yes. Please have.
I have doubts in printing. So, can you print two variables at the same time?
What variables?
Like in one, like suppose if you mention just declare a variable and initialize it to like 1 or 2.
Want me to declare variable here?
Yeah. So
Which
say
one
int
variable?
a equal to 1 and b equal to 2.
Okay.
And I want to print both of them in same sys out.
Okay. Yes, we can do that.
So just mention something variable. Yeah.
I would like to
And
use
then
prefix. Okay.
okay. And then you mention plus
Plus.
a and then space. No, I want. Oh, okay. Now if I don't want b thing b equal to,
Okay.
so I will just mention plus a and then plus b, right? Okay, that's what you.
You cannot make it a plus b. So that's
Yeah, I wanted
a plus operator. 1 plus 2 equal to 3.
no, it prints. It prints plus a plus b, and it prints together. Like it will print 12. Yeah, if you take that out, yeah, it will print. It will print 12.
Yes.
But I wanted space in between, so I could not. Okay, so you give plus and then mention comment. Okay, and one more thing. Can I print the value first and then mention like the double quotes?
Value
Like
first.
say plus a. Okay, a plus and then comment.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I could not make there. Right.
2 is the B.
Right. Okay, that's it.
So the evening we are going to start an important array.
Okay.
Okay, trying to get into the deeper of programming. Let's
Mhm.
see. Sure. We'll start that.